Hey everyone, so I just gave Grand Test 8 and we have not a good score, not a good percentile either. It was a very easy test actually, so it shouldn't really like provide me with this result, with the test being the easiest one of the last few Grand Tests that Marrow has provided. Should have scored better, definitely. ENT, pediatrics full, and obsgyne, surgery, commed. I always do well in all these subjects except commed. At least I have improved in that. Forensic I normally get full correct, so that is surprising. That was wrong. Micro was also okay only. Derma I always score poor. Patho is mid of the pack always for me. And then medicine I always score poor. Physio I am constantly scoring poor since the last few tests and I don't know what's wrong. I've got to review my physio again, maybe from my main notes. Opthal I think I've got to read it from some other source, because when I am giving the exam I realize I don't know a lot of concepts that I have already read. If it was something I have not read or I don't remember, that would have been a different thing, but my concepts are only lacking. There was a question of RAPD and I couldn't remember the concept only. What was the concept behind it? I could remember the image, I could remember the causes, everything, but the concept was lost to me. Then pharma I always do really well in my tests, the mini test, the subject wise test, and then I score like this. Anesthesia also I got to read from somewhere else, because like anesthesia questions I simply don't know when they are asked. It's not a matter of memory or concept over here. Anatomy, biochemistry, I also realized that I have forgotten a lot of things and I need to brush up on them, read from another source. Ortho should have been better, because ortho, like, I think I have got the gist of it now. Psychiatry I get 100% correct all of the times. I don't know what happened. And radio also, it's like very fluctuating for me. Sometimes I do very well, sometimes it's the poorest. And 1 minute 56 for answering. And one thing is improved, that the guessing power, like I got 34 correct this time. Last time I had gotten, I think so, 29 correct. Also I have finally got the gist of at least doing, like, not making silly mistakes. Earlier I used to, whenever I used to change the answers, I used to get most of them wrong only. Now the number of corrects when I am changing the answer is building up, so it's a good thing. It was a pretty easy test, y'all. Very easy, like compared to the previous tests that Marrow has given. Really easy. Just got to review some of the questions. And during the exam also, I get very tired out during the fourth and the fifth set, and those were the toughest sets in this one. So got to focus on that also. So this one, I marked the right answer. I was confused between G4 and G2, and whenever I'm confused between two options, I always attempt the question, and that's luck. I marked G2, G4 the correct. G4 was the correct answer. This was a easy question, Amoeba, easy. Like the first three halves were very easy, which is diabolical, because that is when my brain has the most energy, and if given tough questions I recall them pretty well and can answer them also. So giving the tough questions in the last set only just makes this exam one step harder for me. Also, when I was giving the exam, I wrote down on the spot some topics which I feel were lacking in my concept, because I know when I review the GT later on, I don't review it on the same day. I spread it over 1 week. So when I review it later, I don't really remember the situation or what my mind was at that moment to mark that question. So some of the things I'm constantly getting wrong. The bishop score, I always keep forgetting. And then the nerves, so the things I get wrong. Also the tracking of hypertension, the rule of halves, I get this wrong all the time. Like the rule of halves is very confusing to me. The engaging diameters, I get it wrong every single time. Porphyrins, I have not answered correctly in even a single exam, and yet I am yet to read the topic. So GM2 diseases, the mucopolysaccharidoses, I always get these wrong. Like not get these wrong most of the time, but I'm very confused on the concept. And if I don't read up on it recently before the exam, I am very likely to make a mistake in it. MGSO4, I have not read the doses. I have relegated it to the week before the exam, the actual exam. That is when I will read it, because I simply don't remember it if I read it before. Then substance P, where does it act? Always get it wrong for some reason. Like before or after. The pressure, volume, heart loops. Like this is the third test in a row where I don't know whether I have done it right or wrong. I have tried to reason my way into it, and some concepts are lacking. I have not read it properly. I will probably need to watch a video on it, the pressure volume loops, and simply reading the topic is not going to be enough for me. So yeah, I will brush up on the topics that are missing. And in terms of the goals for today, we have obviously done the GT. I could do pedia. I could do the previous year questions. I have not marked them out, but I have completed them. We have FMT, Ortho first read, the GT review left. I will probably do the GT review, and then I'm gonna go and watch The White Lotus. And there's a series out on Netflix, Adolescence. I'm gonna watch that and just call it a day, because like I am recuperating still. I am actually 90% better right now, so didn't have to go and get a test done. Just a little bit of body ache and just general fatigue and everything that comes after any viral infection. So dealing with that, and I didn't have any mental fatigue actually during the exam, which was a very big thing. Knock on wood, my god, it was a very big thing. So hopefully I do much better in the next exam. We have 60 more days to go before the INICT. INICT is my main goal, and we can bring it up to the mark till then. I think so. We have a lot of time left still. I believe in the time that is left and my hard work. I can probably make it then. So guys, comment what were your scores, how did you find the exam, and what was your transition. Like your scores are improving, your scores are stagnating. Like mine is definitely stagnated at some point. I gotta get it to 150s to be safe. Like somebody was asking in the comments, what do you need for INICT, how much rank do you need, and that is definitely the percentile you need is in the 99th percentile for unreserved, and the score that you need is 155 correct at least to get any MD subject in any INICT in the last round. So yeah guys, bye.